Hey, good morning and God bless. I just had a message for anybody who's going through anything similar that I went through. There was a guilt. Don't let people guilt you because they won't guilt you. There's people who made me feel bad for them being hungry and needing different things. And then when it was my turn, there was all sorts of sayings out there that people don't have to do for you. The same people who you did for. Those sayings are never going around while you're doing. It's always when the things change. But never feel guilty from having to escape from people who don't love you, people who hurt you, people who only invite you around to abuse you or critique you or assume that you think you're pretty, assume that you think you're smart. All that is like abuse because what's wrong with feeling pretty or smart, first of all? And oftentimes you don't. It's just like a manipulation to make you feel bad. Beware people. I had family members who blatantly lied on me in order to keep other family members away from me, in order to keep beef going, telling people that I was saying things that I wasn't, doing things that I wasn't. And I'm wondering why people coming at me with so much anger and hostility because I didn't do anything to them. That family member was doing things and blaming me for it. That family member was saying things and blaming me for it. And I should have knew better because I saw how they did the opposite for me and how they treated people when they were on the other side. It's some very manipulative people out here who act sweet around certain people. They can be old. They can be young. Some people even have their kids raised to be narcissists and evil people. You be babysitting and trying to help them, and then people will turn the kids against you and the kids against your kids. And just be safe out here, and let's just know that it's okay to have to get away. And that's another level of abuse when you have to do what's best for you and they expect you to apologize for it. They know they've been wrong. They know they've been nasty. They know they've been just really dirty, wrong people, and they almost feel like you were obligated to deal with it, as if you trying to find your peace or your sanity is like an escape that you don't deserve, as if you just deserve to sit around and be their stepping stool, their floor mat, whatever it is, or rather set you up to die, set you up to just be ruined with nothing, to make it look like you were never a success story, to make it look like you're a failure, to reverse the story that God has on your life. Don't ever feel bad to need, in your heart, if you feeling the shambles and the anxiety and everything you do around these people is wrong. When they're wrong, you can never do anything right. Everything is an argument. I have people who just call and just sit around and just pick the most oddest fights or say the most nastiest things to say that they were there or they agreed with stuff that happened to me. Friend, the most craziest people who did the most horrible things to me and then say I love you. You look on their page and they're best friends with these people, and you're trying to figure out how these people get your information. Just whenever you just feel just like a cloud of just like no one's in your corner, or you can't tell who is in your corner, I just feel like you have the right to release to, I don't care if it's move to another city, move to another state. I just feel like whatever you're doing, your moves from somebody you're not committed to. You're not committed to people wanting to dump their trash on you, I don't think you're committed to pain in general. So whenever you feel like uneasy about different things, uncomfortable, and people making you look a way that you're not. I had people, I would just be chilling and they just start an argument, like make it seem like I'm hostile, as if we had an argument before we had one, when certain people come around. Just really dangerous situations to make me look like somebody who I wasn't. Thank God continued to shine through me, and I wasn't aware of what was going on, to the fact that I could constantly be me and it wasn't a false narrative. I was always myself. And anybody with common sense can say, like, she ain't even involved in that, or y'all, you just really, but like I said, it's pure evil out here. Real straight pure evil out here to make people look like stuff that they're not, to reroute what God has for you, to reroute the way people see you and see God in you, and the hope that you give people. But yeah, whenever somebody makes you feel bad, your family, people say that you should be able to depend on your family for this and that, and they can do it for you, but you can't do it for them. You know, you expect just basic love and decency, and they're giving you hurt, pain, and just nastiness, perverts, predators, and all sorts of evil people. But love and family, if you decide you need to go and do better, I just feel like there should be no apologies, no explanations. And nobody makes you feel like you have to have either or. And I just pray for you on your journey, because there are some demonic people who attach to your soul and feel like anything that you do to do better for yourself is like you running away, or it's like you're hiding. It's like you have to give some sort of explanation or story to why you're not around to be their punching bag, to why you're not around to put the blame on and stories on. And often that's what it is when you are a scapegoat. A lot of these people have issues, but to numb theirs, they find one person they can blame everything on. That's why it's always something you did wrong, because they have to have someone that they can nail everything on, whether it's what they've done or whether it's just to say that they're better than somebody. At least I'm not this family member, at least I'm not this person. And they just keep things stirred up, and some things you become like you don't even be aware of, some things that you didn't even know they planned and plot, and God has provided to miss you, and now they be mad that you didn't get karma you didn't deserve, But when it's their time for karma, they're like, oh, God put it on the hardest people. No, God put it on people who've done people wrong. God puts things on people. He makes the things even and fair. Because we're not thinking about doing things like that. So somebody has to have our backs. But, yeah, I don't care. If it's safe, when it's safe, don't just sit around and wait for it to get worse, because it always gets worse when people have you in those manipulative situations, trying to make you look bad, make you sound bad, act like everything you do, nobody's that bad, especially when you're seeing all these flaws within them, but you're not bringing it up. Nobody's that horrible, that horrific. So never let nobody make you, especially when you know you're a child of God or just a human being. And people make mistakes, and a lot of things you only say is based on what somebody told you. So whenever anybody makes you feel bad or horrible, or make you seem like a horrible person, it's just time to get away from those type of individuals, and it's okay. And you don't owe any apologies, any explanations, any updates, anything like that. And then they'll send people to keep updated on you, on what you're doing, and where you're going, and how you got there, and if you're still down, if you ever got up, anything you do is going to offend them. They're going to be happy if you're down. They're going to be sad if you're up. Now they got to figure out how to get to where you are to make you down again, or start an argument again. Like I said, it could be the craziest things. I like M&Ms. Well, M&Ms cause fat and this and that, and then they be fat. Like, it be like the most ridiculous stuff. So anytime anybody make you feel ridiculously, just in ridiculous situations, you have the right to do what you have to do to get better and find better, because those are not your people. I don't care if they were raised with you. Those are just not your people. And I just wanted to say you owe nobody any apologies for needing to find true love, true family, true friends, or just have a connection with God to lead you through. Some people may never have anybody but themselves and their children, their pets, or whatever, and that's okay. That's also a magnificent family, strong structure. You don't have to have this story that people present and don't tell you everything that's going behind the scenes. Anyway, I love you. God bless, and do what's best for you. Do what God says to do for you, and those are the only explanations and justifications that you need in this life.